The biggest neighborhood mistake I see in Burlington isn't a budget. It's buying for the wrong stage of your life. And having to move again can quietly cost you tens, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars. Stick around till the end. I'll show you how to avoid that. Everyone asks the same question. What are the best neighborhoods in Burlington? And here's the honest answer most people won't tell you. There is no single best neighborhood. What works perfectly for an upsizer can be completely wrong for a downsizer. What feels ideal for a young family may not fit a luxury buyer at all. So instead of ranking neighborhoods like a popularity contest, today I'm breaking down the top 5 neighborhoods in Burlington and who each one is actually for. That way, you don't just buy in a top neighborhood, you buy in the right one for this stage of your life. So let's start with the group I see making the most expensive mistakes, the upsizers. When it comes to upsizers in Burlington, families move up in space, functionality, and long-term comfort. My pick is Millcroft. Millcroft works because it delivers scale and lifestyle together, not just a bigger house, but a neighborhood built for family life. It's located in North Burlington, centered around Dundas Street, Upper Middle Road, and the Appleby line. From the housing perspective, this is where upsizers start. Large detached homes, many with 3-car garages, generous floor plans, finished basements, and in some cases, homes backing directly onto the Millcroft golf course. Even the townhomes here often feel like a small detached homes with 2-car garages and real square footage, some over 2,500. From a pricing standpoint, the average sale price sits in the low $1.3 million range, with detached homes making up just under half of all sales. Lifestyle-wise, Millcroft delivers parks, playgrounds, walking paths, strong schools like the Charles Borden offering gifted programs, and the everyday conveniences close by. The Metro, Canadian Tire, Movati Fitness, all minutes away. Parts of Millcroft are changing. New development is coming in, and the golf courses in the community also comes with flooding considerations. So where you buy within the Millcroft neighborhood matters. If you're an upsizer looking for larger homes with room to grow, 3-car garages or serious parking, strong schools and family infrastructure, parks, fitness and daily convenience close by, and a neighborhood you won't outgrow quickly, Millcroft should be on your shortlist. Just make sure you're buying with eyes open to renovation quality and future development. Now, upsizers and young families often overlap, but they are not the same thing. Now, let's talk especially about young families, not upsizers in general, but families with younger kids who care about community, schools, safety, and the day-to-day freedom. For that stage of life, my top pick in Burlington is the Alton Village. Alton Village is located in northeast Burlington, north of the Dundas Street and the east of Appleby line, and it was intentionally built for families. You feel it right away. Kids on bikes, parents with strollers, active playgrounds, and streets full of families at the same stage of life. Parks, walking paths, and neighborhood playgrounds are woven directly into the community, making daily routines easier and outdoor time part of everyday life. From the housing perspective, homes here are practical and functional. Family-focused layouts, attached garages, and usable living space. In 2025, prices range from the low $400,000 for condos up to about $1.6 million for our large detached homes, with lot sizes typically here 36 to 40 feet wide and 80 to 90 feet deep. For deep dives of each Burlington neighborhoods, please check out my website realtorroseland.ca and explore the Burlington neighborhood paces. Schools are a big reason families choose Alton Village. The area offers access to multiple public and Catholic school options, and the neighborhood has a long track record of attracting families who prioritizes school. Just as important as ranking is walkability to school and the sense of safety and routine that comes with it, something Alton Village delivers well for younger kids. Now, Alton isn't perfect, and young families should understand the trade-offs. Lot sizes here are smaller than South Burlington. The neighborhood has a more suburban feel and very much a car-dependent area. If you're looking for charm, mature trees, or walkable cafes, this may not be the right fit. If you are a young family looking for other families at the same stage of life, parks and playgrounds close to home, solid schools and safe streets, functional homes that work day to day, and strong resale when you actually outgrow it, Alton Village absolutely should be on your shortlist. It's not flashy, but it's practical, stable, and family focused, which is exactly what many young families require. Now, as families grow older, priorities change again, and for many people, the next stage is downsizing. So next, let's talk about where downsizers actually thrive in Burlington. For downsizers, homeowners looking for simplicity, walkability, and lifestyle, Central or downtown Burlington is the perfect match. This area is located in South Burlington, centered around Brand Street and the Lakeshore Road, stretching from the waterfront up to the Fairview Street. Downsizing here isn't about square footage, it's about reducing maintenance and gaining the convenience. You can walk to restaurants, cafes, the waterfront, Spencer Smith Park, the festivals and community events instead of planning life around your car. From a housing standpoint, Central Burlington offers the widest condo selections in the city, alongside older detached homes on a 50 by 100 foot lots. In 2025, the average sale price was around $1.25 million, with condos ranging from mid 400,000s to just over $1.2 million, depending on the building and location. Condo fees vary. Older buildings may require special assessments, and choosing the right building matters. If you're a downsizer looking for walkability and lifestyle over yard size, reduced maintenance and simpler life, access to restaurants, waterfront and events, condo living with choice and flexibility, and strong long-term appeal, Central Burlington should be on your shortlist. Now, once lifestyle is covered, the next category shifts again from simplicity to intention. Let's talk about where luxury homes actually belong in Burlington. Luxury in Burlington isn't about price alone. It's about intention, privacy, and long-term staying power. For those reasons, my top pick for luxury buyers is Roseland, anchored around the Rosemoor Boulevard. Roseland is a South Burlington luxury neighborhood tucked between Guelph Line and Walker's Line, just north of Lakeshore Road. What defines Roseland is consistency, large mature trees, quiet streets, and a high concentration of custom-built and rebuilt homes. From the pricing standpoint, this sits at the top of Burlington market. In 2025, sales ranged from mid 400,000 for a life lease condo style units to 6 million plus estate homes, with an average price just under 1.9 million. About 80% homes were detached, typically on 70 by 100 foot lots. Limited inventory and high barriers to entry, this isn't for short-term buyers or flippers. If you want quiet, mature long-term luxury, Roseland stands apart. Now, whenever luxury in Burlington comes up, Shoreacres deserves a clear mention. Shoreacres is actually right next to Roseland, and it sits along the Lake Ontario shoreline in the South Burlington, and it appeals to a very specific type of luxury buyers, someone who prioritizes lake proximity, larger waterfront lots, and exclusivity. You'll find estate-style homes, deep lots, and direct or near direct access to the lake, which is where most of the Burlington's price ceiling comes from. The trade-off is that lakefront living is more situational. Exposure, maintenance, environmental consideration, and the long-term risk all matter more here than they do inland. That's why many luxury buyers ultimately choose between two paths: Shoreacres for lake-driven luxury or Roseland for quiet inland luxury with fewer variables. Neither is better. They simply serve different luxury priorities. Oh, by the way, one thing you need to understand about luxury in Burlington is that the ultimate expression of it is lake life. Homes backing onto Lake Ontario where you wake up to sunrise over the water, hear the waves crashing at night, and in some cases have boating or riparian rides right from your backyard. This stretch of Burlington has one of the longest, most established lakefront coastline in the whole of GTA, anchored by places like the Aldershot and the LaSalle Marina. And that's why people quietly ask the same question: why go to Muskoka or the cottage country when this is your own backyard every single day? This is where luxury speaks the loudest without ever having to raise its voice. And oh, if the lake isn't your thing, here's something most people don't realize. Almost half of Burlington is rural living, and some of the most impressive custom estates in the city aren't near the water at all. They are tucked away into the rural Burlington. Communities like the Kilbride, rural properties alongside the Cedar Springs Road, and the Bluffs Way, where multi-million-dollar homes sit on expansive lots with privacy you simply can't buy in the whole of GTA. This is for buyers who crave quiet, space, and discretion, not neighbors 10 feet away. And then there is the backdrop. In winter, Mount Nemo is behind you. Okay, it's not Colorado, but it's still pretty incredible. In the fall, the colors are undeniably mesmerizing. This side of Burlington offers a completely different definition of luxury, one built on privacy, land, and calm. And for the right buyers, it's almost unbelievable that this still exists this close to the city. Now, luxury doesn't always mean paying the most. Sometimes the smartest move is finding value that others overlook. So next, let's talk about the most under the radar neighborhood in whole of Burlington. Longmoor neighborhood doesn't get the same headlines as Millcroft, Roseland, or even the Alton Village, and that's exactly why it works. Longmoor is located in south central Burlington, east of Walker's Line and north of New Street, offering quick access to the lake, Appleby Go, and the major east-west corridors. One of Longmoor's biggest strengths is how much is packed in a small radius. Within about 2 kilometers, you have access to Nelson Park, Nelson Pool, the Centennial Bike Path, multiple playgrounds, and everyday shopping plazas at 3 different corners. Schools are another quiet advantage here. Longmoor feeds into highly regarded elementary schools like Pauline Johnson and Central File, and then sought after high school option, Nelson, right here in Burlington. That combination of strong schools and attainable pricing is becoming increasingly rare. From a housing perspective, Longmoor offers a variety you don't often see anymore. Detached homes, bungalows, side splits, raised ranches, and even on quiet courts, some with just 3 or 4 homes, others with 10 or 12, which makes the neighborhood feel intimate and very child-friendly rather than repetitive. From a pricing and value standpoint, Longmoor consistently punches above its weight. In 2025, the average sale price in Longmoor sat just under 1 million, with single-family detached homes making up over 50% of all sales, typically sitting on 50 by 100-foot lots, which is hard to find at this price point in South Burlington. I keep the full up-to-date pricing, housing mix, and recent sales on my Longmoor page, so if this neighborhood is on your shortlist, that's the best place to dig deeper into those numbers. Longmoor works especially well for value-focused buyers, young families priced out of nearby South Burlington pockets, buyers who want school, parks, and convenience, people who don't need prestige, just livability. This is a neighborhood where life works quietly well for you. Now, being under the radar also means Longmoor doesn't have the branding or the flash of some other areas. Homes are older, renovation quality varies, and buyers need to do proper due diligence, especially around the permits and workmanship. It's also not a walk to downtown lifestyle. You are still largely dependent on cars. And yes, public transit also serves this neighborhood. Right on the Longmoor Drive, you see buses running all the time that takes you directly to the Appleby Go station. But when you step back and look at it objectively, location, schools, parks, transit access, and price, Longmoor consistently delivers more than any other neighborhood in Burlington. And that's why when buyers ask me where the smartest value plays in Burlington, Longmoor is always part of that conversation. So here's the takeaway. There is no universally best neighborhoods in Burlington. There's only the right neighborhood for the stage of your life you are in right now. Upsizers need space, schools, and resale flexibility. Young families need community, safety, and the day-to-day convenience. Downsizers need lifestyle, simplicity, not just a smaller home. Then the luxury buyers need intention, privacy, and the long-term staying power. And the value buyers need to understand where the trade-offs actually are. If you take anything from this video, let it be this. Choosing the wrong neighborhood usually isn't a pricing mistake, it's a fit mistake. If you are thinking about moving to Burlington, whether that's in the next 60 days or 6 months, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. I break down Burlington and Oakville neighborhoods street by street with the pros, the cons, and the things no one puts in the listing description. And if you want help narrowing this down to your situation, you can book a no-pressure one-on-one discovery call directly with me. We'll talk through lifestyle, timing, schools, commute, and budgets, and make sure your next move fits where you are now and where you are headed next. Thanks for watching. I'm Realtor Roshan, and I'll see you in the next neighborhood video.